not jumping around. That's our tradition. This is our thing, and they have more fun than us out there. So that was one thing that kind of made me mad. Although losing makes me mad, but just things that we could have controlled, we didn't. So.
As a leader on the team, did you say anything after that, or was there anything you noticed on the field of play that you felt like the energy wasn't there?
They definitely heard something from me. I wasn't too nice about it, but I feel like the point got across on what we need to come out and do this week, starting today. And I think that even in the walkthrough, you felt the difference, and you feel that guys are actually taking into consideration what I said. So.
I know most of them are on the other side of the ball, but why do you think there were so many penalties the other day? I mean, it's something that's really out of character for this team.
You know, it just comes down to discipline and detail. Guys think it's just going to happen out there because we're wearing this W on our chest, but it didn't. So,
given the expectations of this program every year, win a Big Ten championship, obviously, does that surprise you that you found yourself in a spot where you thought everyone's not bringing it the way that they should, or you only get 12 games a year? Is it something that you were kind of surprised by?
Of course, nobody wants to lose a game, but we go against a team. I tell the guys, we were the #1 defense in the nation last year, so everybody, whoever we play, is going to come out having that in their mind still. So we got to play like it. We can't just lag off because we had it last year. We're a whole new team, so we just got to bring those guys along and get everybody together to go out and get this win this week.
Keeanu, after they scored in the third quarter, you went up to the offensive huddle. Just curious what your message was to those guys.
Like, drop the nuts. We didn't have an edge. It kind of made me mad that I'm trying to get everybody going and people are just looking at me like I'm crazy. I don't like that. So I was trying on the defensive side of the ball, and I said, you know what? Let me go to this O-line. They looking a little dead. They're not talking to each other. They're jumping on sides. Try to get some passion in their heads, and we still didn't come away with the win. So,
you angry about the reaction or non-reaction that you saw?
A little bit. That's not the character of this W that we wear on our chest. In all the years I've been playing here, I've never seen something like that. I felt like we just, at a point it was like we're giving up. But throughout this whole practice, throughout winter, summer conditioning, we've been doing stuff to handle adversity. Like, we'll be done with the whole workout, and coach will be like, oh, you thought you were done? The adversity's hit, so we got some more running to do. And I feel like we've been handling it good, but then when it happens in the game with 3 points, field goal away, just kind of shut down, and I don't like the way guys did that.
Do you think you're talking more about the defense than anything,
I'm talking about our team.
The team, okay. Do you think that that's a first-time thing where you get, the phrase is you get hit in the chin,
yeah,
and that they didn't react properly? You think they'll be able to react better in the future?
Yeah, it comes with learning. It comes with getting that trust within your teammates. And that's the first time we've been in that position, of course. Second game of the year, first time been down, so it's something we got to work on.
Does it make you feel like this team is farther away from achieving its goals than what you had thought or hoped?
A little bit, of course a loss puts a little doubt in your mind, especially losing to a team you feel like you should win against. But our goals are still going to be the same goals. We still got to play week by week. We got New Mexico this week, and we was going to have them this week no matter what. So we got to fight our fights week by week.
Where have you seen a guy like Wilma? He's playing a most significant role this season.
Just his communication skills and his leadership. So coming in, Muma was a little scared. He had a coach like Bostad who was always gripping him, and he was nervous, so nervous on making the right call that it was hard to come by because he was so nervous and all over the place. But I feel like he's settled down. He's good with this coach. He's good with the rest of the inside linebackers, and I feel like he's one of our main guys to make the right call. He's always decisive, and just being in control of situations is a thing he does a great job on. So.
Sure. Do you see him reacting better on film? Because it seems like when we watch, there's not that hesitation. Make sure I'm right. Like, he's just going.
Yep, that just comes from play. He's a guy that in practice you gotta tell him stop tackling because he's always going 100 miles per hour. That's what Bostad put in him. Like, you didn't make the tackle until you make the tackle, so he makes sure he secures it. Of course, sometimes we get at him like no tackling, no taking guys down in practice, but at the end of the day, that's what we need. So.
After the game, Torchio mentioned needing to clean up tackling right away. Just curious, when you guys look back at the film, what do you feel like you guys need to clean up on going into this week?
As a
defense.
Yeah, I would say tackling as well, and then just details. being gap sound, being lane sound, whatever the case may be, like, and pursuing to the ball. That's the thing within the D-line room. We'll get to the backfield. We'll pass the QB. He throws the ball out. It was all quick outs. He throws the ball. Then we're just looking when we could be running down the field, making plays, or making angles to make plays. So.
Going off that, I feel like you guys, as a D-line, were able to get pressure in his face throughout the game, but didn't necessarily finish as much as you guys wanted to.
Yeah, it's only one of us out there at the time. We ran a lot of dime, 3-man rush. So it's 3 against 5 is a little hard, even with the chipping on Nick the whole game, the running back. It's hard to get at him, but I feel like we kept him contained enough to where he wasn't out there scrambling. So.
I have the oddball question here today, so sorry in advance. Did you have any jerseys, player names on the back or shirts when you were a kid?